Okay, I am sure it is abundantly clear that I am on Medicare and have been for several years. And Medicare is like the greatest system on earth, and I'm just going to say it right now, Medicare for all, insofar as monthly costs and what you need to put out for it when you go to pick up prescriptions and stuff. And I also realize that some of this depends on the particular program you have. Um, Something that I just discovered about my Medicare program, although I realized it provided certain perks like reduced membership to gyms and other health related items, is they also have something called, I think it's Flex Pay, Flex Card, Flex Benefits. I've seen different interpretations of this, but it's a certain amount of money you're given every year for certain health related items. And some people get food cards and other things. I've been doing a little research and I realized that mine gives me every quarter $60 credit for over-the-counter medications and those sort of personal toiletries supplies. And there is a special catalog involved, and so you sign in with your your number and your name and this, that, and the other through your particular health plan, and go on there and pick out whatever you want. There is a little tab, at least on mine, there's a little counter in the corner, so as you're adding things to your cart, you're seeing how much is left of your quarterly allowance. So I just did this for the first time. I went on the catalog and I purchased some things which I either needed because I'd run out, or needed because I'd never purchased them, or thought they'd be good to have. And mind you, all of this was free. The prices that they quote you on the catalog so that they can tabulate are probably comparable to a mainstream drugstore like CVS or Walmart, their pharmacy area, but it doesn't matter because it's free. And if you look at the quarterly $60, over the course of the year, you can purchase $240 worth of items. So I think it's an amazing deal and a wonderful perk. So I'm going to show you what my first order looked like. I purchased a container of hydrogen peroxide. I got a thermometer. I actually do not have a thermometer in the house, and this is one of those ones that just immediately measures and tells you. I just can't do those little tiny things with the mercury anymore. You have to sit there for 3 minutes and look at it under the light to make sure the red line is anyway, you know what I mean. So I got one of these. They had a bunch of different ones, and I possibly will get another different one later, but I do get sick here at least once a year, seriously, some infection or another, so good to have. I got an ace bandage. This is the only size they have, but in my next order I'm going to purchase a second one. These are really handy if you happen to sprain something. I actually used these once I had cracked a rib, and they can't do anything about cracked ribs, and started bothering me terribly, so I just got an ace bandage and wrapped it around the rib area with some Tylenol, and it helped a lot. So good to have. I got this Ben's, it's insect and tick repellent. I have got insect repellent, but I don't have tick repellent, and this year, this was a crazy year with the weather, I did find a tick on myself, so nothing happened. I took the tick off, but I might have had other ticks on me that I didn't happen to see. So I thought, just to be on the safe side, I'd go ahead and get this. Also good for guests. Antiseptic spray. I do have antiseptic cream, but what I like about the antiseptic spray is that you don't have to touch the wound with anything. Or if the wound's in an unusual spot that you can't reach, or the wound, touches the cream, and then the cream, I don't know how that all works. So I thought this would maybe be a little more sterile way to take care of wounds. Hydrocortisone cream. I have been attacked with poison oak and all sorts of things. I get all sorts of rashes here in the summer, plant material and all sorts of stuff. I do have some already, and I have special poison oak spray and all sorts of stuff, but just when I think I have it covered, I don't. Speaking of which, this is bite relief, and it is specifically for insect bites, of which I had many this summer. I got bitten 4 times by hornets this year. It was a heavy-duty hornet year, especially here in our county, as far as I can tell. And they are unpleasant. They're very unpleasant. So if I can get some relief quicker with something that's specific for insect bites, then great. And finally, allergy relief. Again, certain times of year I get headaches from whatever plant materials in the air, or mold material, or whatever. I do live in the forest. There are certain things happening here at different times of year. So that was my my haul for this quarter. I've just done another haul for the next quarter. It ended in September, so I did one for the quarter now that ends in December. And what I'm starting to do is I'm making lists. I've seen what materials they have, and I'm going to start making lists. A couple things that I'd like to purchase over the course of the next several quarters are, in addition to the Ace bandages, they had for $5 these wrist supports and knee supports, and I think ankle supports. And I have sprained my ankle here, and I have hurt my arm, and I've done all sorts of things that would be nice to have just a generic one to put on. So I'm going to be either purchasing all of them at once, or over time getting each body part covered. So if you are on Medicare, please check with if you work your personnel department, or check with the representative from your medical, the Medicare program you have, and find out exactly what you can get, what is offered to you, and what is part of your program. I was delighted to find this out. Let's face it, even if you go to Dollar Tree, this sort of stuff adds up quickly. So $240 a year, free. Who can resist that? Anyway, thank you so much for watching.